This is the Sunshine Skyway Bridge heading from St. Petersburg, Florida towards Sarasota. And I'm on my way to Siesta Key Beach. And it's about 50 miles south of St. Petersburg, or about 60 miles south of Tampa. So I just wanted to show you what it looks like along the way, and check out this really cool bridge here that was built in 1987. It's really high up. You can see everywhere around you for miles from here, so it's a really great view. And it's crazy in how steep it really is. And so here is later on the little bridge that heads from the mainland onto Siesta Key Island. And so just have a look at what the neighborhood looks like. A lot of nice streets, a lot of nice houses on this island here. And the downtown area looks kind of like a beach town kind of area for sure. It looks very laid back looking. Most of the people here look like families visiting. I don't know how many locals are hanging out here, but definitely a beach town look to it. A lot of water themed or beach themed restaurants and that kind of thing. So here's what it looks like, and we are heading towards the beach and finding the parking lot that's at the beach. And so there is a parking lot of the main beach at Siesta Key, and the great thing about it is that it is free. So there is no $20, $30 fees like there are at Clearwater Beach. So here is the parking lot, and while it is a really big parking lot, I can imagine that this thing does get filled up. We have to wait a few seconds for somebody to pull out, and this is a weekday, and it's also kind of a day where it's going to rain or has rained or is threatening to rain. So it's not the greatest beach day, and yet it's still a lot of people here. If you know about Florida in the summer, pretty much every day there is a chance of rain, or it does rain once or twice during the day, and then half an hour or so after it rains, it's back to being sunny and hot again. So if you come out to the beaches here and it looks like it's going to rain, definitely don't stay on the beach if there's lightning and thunder and rain. But if you can get some shelter for a little bit and wait it out, maybe 20, 30 minutes, it'll probably be sunny again, and you can just come back and you'll probably be good for a few hours. So that's actually what happened on this trip here today. We got here, and within about 10 minutes of getting here, these clouds to the left over here really came over, and with that, the wind really picked up, blew some people's umbrellas away. So it got some really high winds, and then the rain came for a little while. But a lot of people just went over by where the bathrooms are, and there's some shelter there, and they just waited it out. And it was literally, 15 minutes or so, and we were able to just go back, and the clouds had changed, and it was nice and sunny after that. So something to be aware of when you come down to the beaches in Florida in the summer. So this beach, Siesta Key, is its own barrier island off the mainland, and some people say it's the best beach in Florida. Some people say it's the best beach in the U.S. It's usually tied with Clearwater Beach. One year Clearwater is the best, one year Siesta Key is the best. I don't know, but it's an okay beach. I like it. I would come here if I lived close by. I don't normally come down here. I'm only here because I had some family visiting, and so I wanted to show them all the beaches. Personally though, I don't really like the sand on this beach. While it is, like they say, like white sugar, problem is that it is really compact. It's not fluffy. So when you lay down on it, it's like you're laying on concrete. You probably see some people riding their bike over here, like it's almost like they're riding on pavement. It's so hard and compact. It's not the fluffy kind of sand where you can sink your feet in. So that to me is just uncomfortable when you're trying to lay down on the sand. And Clearwater Beach is a little bit like this also. A beach that has fluffy sand is St. Pete Beach in St. Petersburg. So that's really my preference. And like I said, I don't come down here just because it's so far away anyway. As for the water, today it was kind of wavy because of the wind, and there is a whole bunch of this seaweed or moss or something on the beach here and in the water. So my nephews were swimming in it, but they were not that impressed with it. They called it dirty water. Now, obviously, it's not dirty from a man-made perspective. It's just seaweed and stuff that's in the water that kind of makes the water look black. There's no garbage or plastic bottles or anything like that floating in the water for sure. The water was, other than the seaweed or whatever, it was pretty clear, pretty clean looking. Like I said, a lot of waves really just because of the wind that was picking up here. And so wasn't the best experience, but we were already here. We drove 50 miles, so we're gonna stay while we were here and enjoy it as much as we could. So like I said, it wasn't long before the wind really started picking up and the rain started coming out, and most of the people had to get their stuff and get up and either leave or temporarily take some shelter until it got cleared up and you can come back. And that's what we did. And we stayed for another, I don't know, 2 hours afterwards, and it was fine. So that's the kind of things you have to be prepared for when you come down to the beaches in Florida in the summer. All in all, Siesta Key is a good beach, has good water, it's a wide beach, free parking, and it's not super crowded, at least on a weekday. I don't know what it's like on the weekends, but the city and the bridge getting over here, there wasn't a lot of traffic on it. So this is definitely a good beach for this area, and although it doesn't look perfect on this day, not all beaches look perfect every day. They all, some days they're cloudy, some days they have seaweed on the beach or whatever. It doesn't always look like it does in the commercials or the advertisements you see for Florida beaches. So you have to take the good with the bad when you come here. And so you see in the distance, you have more of these dark clouds forming, and the wind is really picking up now. The umbrellas are really threatening to blow away. So people are getting prepared to leave for a little while, like I said. And a lot of these people here are tourists. I saw a lot of out-of-state license plates on the cars in the parking lot, so I think they came from a long way to come here. So most of them are waiting kind of for the last minute to leave, which it will be raining soon, but like I said, that the rain will go away shortly and it will be sunny again. This is Florida, and this happens all the time in the summer, so nothing to be too worried about, and it's not going to ruin your vacation if you come out here and it rains for a little bit. So this is what Siesta Key looks like just south of Sarasota, Florida, 60 miles south of Tampa. If you're in the area, definitely come here and check it out. And if you like this video, give me a thumbs up. Leave a comment if you think this is the best beach in Florida or the country. And subscribe to my channel. It really helps with the YouTube algorithm to get my videos shown to a wider audience. Thanks.